Merry meet, Annie here. Full moon blessings, my friends. You know by now that I'm big into naming. Yes, bits and sobbits both, to names that have personal meaning for each of us. Not just inheriting words that meant something to someone else. So what do you call the full moon in January? There are lots of common Indo-European names. Ones like the moon after Yule. How quaint is that one? The old moon, the ice moon, the snow moon, the quiet moon, and the storm moon. They're all pretty common. Some names from other cultures, if they intrigue you, you might want to look them up. The holiday moon, the rainbow fish moon, and the cooking moon. The thunder moon, the great spirit moon, the hunger moon, the moon of hard times, and a favorite of mine from the native Dakota Sioux, the moon of the terrible, a reference to the challenging times of midwinter, I'm sure. From the southern hemisphere, it's named the hay moon, the buck moon, and the mead moon. In our season of the Dedicant community, this full moon is named the moon of Genesis, aligned to the personal work we do this time of the year to focus on the possibilities of the season and our becoming. In my personal celebrations, this moon has been named the bone moon, the moon of simplicity. I named it that because this is the most barren and cold month of the year on my land. For me, as it will be in our Dedicant community, it's the full moon of when the paten, the pentacle, is dedicated or rededicated. For me personally, this moon is my focus on declaring who I am, the naming that was part of a recent reflection here, and aligned to the paten, declaring who I am as a creature of air, fire, water, and earth. Of my tools, next to my blade, the paten is the one I'm most deeply bonded to. The reason aligns to another reflection in my daily reflections. The paten is my connection to nature and to a wholeness of existence within which I am unique and the same as at the same time. I am reminded I am the elements, as in the chant, earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. You know that one? Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Chant it 1,000,000 times over. And this full moon, I always feel particularly close to my guardian of Earth. I don't know if it's because it's a favorite time of year for him, or it's a time when the land reveals him the most deeply to me. Maybe the time when I need him the most. Perhaps his home is this midwinter moon. It often feels that way to me, appropriately so. He's nudged me this year to make an offering to Boreas, the north wind. And that offering needs to come, he made it quite clear to me, from a place of understanding my roots, my foundation, and my strength. So it's taken some meditation and reflection to get ready for this moon, and I'm looking forward to it. So what does this have to do with my daily reflections? There are only two small things on my page for this particular date. One's the elemental chant I mentioned. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. That chant gets my paten juices going, and I never know what direction it will take me as I literally embody the pentacle. This year it has challenged me to consider what holds me close and what I rise from. Where do you take your inspirations for your rituals? Do you permit the unexpected, the challenging, the deviations from the norm? Oh, we're all inspired by the rituals of others, but even if we use them, do we take them where they need to go? We are an amazing entirety of possibility. Human pentacle that we are. We really are up to anything that comes our way if we don't get in our own way. The second of the reflections I have on this date, it's a sweet little poem about the north wind. It always makes me so friggin' happy that it's winter. It's a good thing for me to read on a day when I'm feeling, well, too cold and not really being in the spirit of winter. It's by Christy Ann Martine. Her poem is, "The wind lifted me up into the trees, where I danced to the rhythm of the evergreen, swaying to the tune of the northern breeze, frozen in timeless melody." Often in my posts on the full moons, I have a suggestion for those who are not sure what they want to focus on. I don't have any specific suggestion for you this time, but I can suggest you consider what winter means to you and celebrate that. Before long, the season will have passed, and this is a chance to see that it is honored while it is still here. A chance to, no matter we might grumble and complain about some of its aspects, there are others we can totally glorify. For me, it's about bones and an old man from the north, and about my roots and therefore my branches. And it's about the wonder of being the human pinnacle containing all the elements and remembering that I am a creature of nature and earth. That alone is enough basis for an Espit celebration. What will you celebrate at this full moon? I wish you all mirth and reverence, merry part,